Some few days ago, the internet went agog when about four minors fainted in court. In fact, Nigerians started sharing their opinions, saying a lot of things like, are these the minors you people want to charge for felony? Does this minors look like someone who knows the meaning of felony? Do these kids even know what felony is? And you are charging them with felony? People started sharing their opinions, and that pushed the federal government to release the minors. But my people, it came as a surprise just a few days later to discover that these minors are not actually minors, they are grown men. People started saying grown men with full beards, and people started wondering, like, are these the same minors that fainted just a few days ago? Are these the same minors that you claim that you have released? What is going on here? Anyway, guys, we shall be taking a look at this news. We shall be tearing the news apart, to decide or to decipher which and which of these is the truth. Children turn adults overnight. Nigerians react. Nigerians react to photos of released and bad governance protests. Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. If this is your first time here, please subscribe, like this video, also leave your opinions in the comment section below. Nigerians have reacted with shock after viral photos of released and bad governance protesters surfaced online. Recall that charges against them were dropped, leading to their release. The photos surfaced after a gesture from the Kaduna State government under the leadership of Sani Uba, who gifted mobile phones and a sum of 100,000 naira each, to the newly released and bad governance protesters in the states. However, many Nigerians couldn't help but notice the inconsistencies in the pictures of the arranged and bad governance minors versus the ones handed gifts. Reactions trailing photos of released and bad governance minors. Some of the reactions are, these guys look different from those we saw in court now. MC Apapa says, even metamorphosis no dey happen this fast. Children turn adults overnight. Another person says, wow, what an overnight growth from minors to adults. Na thunder go fire all of una. Na only mumu una go deceive sha. The Bond villain reacted by saying, it's the beards that did it for me. A whole minor, I be minor. Another person also quizzed says, I don't understand. Were these the same kids we saw in court? I be them mature within few days because I know they understand the kind long heads we are they see for here. You all, let me know your opinions. Please drop them in the comment section below. What do you think happened overnight? Do you think that this minor, grew up overnight to become these full-grown men that we are looking at, that we are seeing? What do you think transpired? I think what is happening exactly is that people do not trust our leaders. Nigerians do not trust their leaders. I don't blame them. I don't blame them because this is not the first time that we have seen different situations where the government have betrayed its citizens. We have seen, politicians, they will tell you one thing, and by the time you dig deep and find out, you find out that the story is actually deeper, and the story there is more layer to the story than what we were previously told. So this does not even surprise me at all. But you guys, looking at it ordinarily, deeply, what do you think went on here? Because I myself, I had to dig deep. I had to do some research, and I found out that not only did the federal government release the minors, there were other people who are not minors who were also arrested during the End SARS at the End Bad Governance protest, and those people were also released as well. Not only did the federal government release the minors, they also released those other matured people who were also arrested for protest, which is why we are seeing these pictures of matured people on the internet, or which is why we are seeing the pictures of matured people being given gifts and phones by the Kaduna State Governor Ubasani. Now, before we go, let's take a look at a few more reactions from people. Owachukwu Ebube says, most of them are minors, not all of them. There are adults amongst them, which is what I just said. Not all the protesters that were arrested are minors. There are some who are matured adults. And, because of these minors that fainted a few days ago, the government, Kukuma, said, okay, let's release all of them. So all of the protesters were released. Bello Olajide says, no be very dark man, they scam us with the northern leader. They are all scammers. Now, what for you now? Uju says, in the novel Animal Farm, the animals were able to identify their problem. To be human being, they said, remove human being and animals will be free. And all abracadabra in this country can only be traced to the professor, Yakubu Mahmood. Remove Yakubu Mahmood and Nigeria will be free. Chukwu Blessing says, when the Nigerian police force lawyer said majority of them aren't minors, that most of them were married with kids, and that some have 2 to 3 wives, you people said he goofed. The truth is that many of us want a better Nigeria, but our sentiment and bitterness towards Tinubu would turn us to those who wish and pray that Nigeria collapses so that you can be proved right that he isn't competent. Wow, that's deep, and there's a lot of truth there. Actually, there's a lot of truth there, because sometimes I see some comments and I'm like, are people just praying for Nigeria to collapse in order to prove a point? Are people just praying for, Nigeria to everything to just dissolve into chaos so that they will be proved right that Tinubu is incompetent? That's this comment is filled with the truth. I also saw a news clip where Kayode Egbetokun also said that the fainting was drama and it was just a gimmick. And now seeing these pictures, I can't help but think that could that be the case? Because this is Nigeria. This is Nigeria. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, the minors should have been charged with felony, because come on, what do these minors even know that felony is? But you guys also remember that during the End Bad Governance protests, destruction of property happened most in the northern part of the country, which I think also is the reason why these people were also arrested, because a lot of protesters that were arrested were actually from the northern part of the country, Kaduna, Kano. And you guys remember how they destroyed a lot of properties and all of that. You guys, let me have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain for now. Thank you very much for always listening. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.